welcome to Hypermine, Season 3. As always, this is Kondrik, and yes, we are on the Season 3 map of Hypermine. Unfortunately, when we tried updating the previous map to 1.9, basically everything broke. The only farms that continued working were the Iron Farm and the New Guardian farm, and it wasn't worth the headache. Everybody went around, tried all the different things, and it wasn't worth the headache to try to fix everything. So we ended up deciding that we needed to start fresh, and that's what we did. The launch event was a couple weeks ago, and as you can see, in that time, a lot has been done already. We've got a lighthouse made by Nemson. Voodoo Beard has a little fishing shack over here, and I believe this is also his shop right here. Yep, that's a shop with stuff that he's gotten from fishing. Up on the top of the hill here, we have a slime resources shack. I believe this was made by Benito. I'm not sure, but he's got a little slime farm. I believe this is also Benito's. It's a, he made this, or somebody made this little buoy out here in the water. And so we've got people who've claimed colors for for marking paths through the water to get to the different locations. And so we've got this little Dockmaster shop that is connected to this. And let's see, Almanackers is working on the town hall. During the launch event, I set up this little AFK fish farm, or auto fisher. So this, I think I'm going to end up moving. It's kind of in the way. The path actually needs to be able to go through here and around this way. So I'm going to end up taking that down. Probably not this episode, maybe next episode. I have an idea for what I want to do with it anyway. But right now, what I want to do this episode is over here, we've got a bunch of skeleton horses. 1.9 has skeleton horses showing up all over the place. They're just everywhere. And everybody has one now. In fact, I've already claimed one, and I used a name tag from the fishing to, let's see, where is it? Where is my horse? Of course, my horse has to be the one I can't get to without going through the fence gate. Yep, so I've got this one right here. Actually a pretty decent horse. A crazy amount of health. Moves reasonably fast. The jumping, jump height, let's see, I think is maybe 2.5 blocks. It's not a huge amount, but it's good enough. So, yeah. But I think we need something a little bit better than just this random pen. So what I'm going to do, I've already picked a location right here. Future build site. And I'm going to clear out this area real quick. And then I'll be right back to start the build. So I will see you in a second. And we're back. All right. As you can see, I got the whole space cleared out, and I'm kind of winging this a little bit. So we'll have to see how this build turns out. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do, but yeah. So let's see here. What I'm doing is I want to build a place where we can have stables for all the horses, or at least a decent number of them. And there's this thing you can do where you use slabs on top and bottom to trick the horses into thinking they can't leave, but when you get on them and actually ride the horse, you can just drive right through without a problem. All right. Get out of the way, thank you. So what I want to do is I want to make something like that. Let's see here. Yeah, so I want something where we don't have to deal with fence gates or anything like that, where you can just drive your horse in, hop off, and walk away and not have to worry about jumping over a fence or opening and closing fence gates. Just something simple. And I haven't quite figured out exactly how I want this to be designed. I'm also a little bit limited on the amount of time I have available today. So I may actually do this as a little bit of a two-part build. I might do part one now, where I figure out how exactly I want things to go. And then part two would be, okay, let's see here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to, I also want to have the path kind of feel a little organic-ish, you know, kind of smooth. Let's see, we'll go like this. Bring this down here. Maybe I'll leave that square. Also bring the path right up there. And let's see, do I have grass? Yes, I do. Actually, no, I'll just use dirt. So what I want to do is I want to make it so that we have a place that's convenient where we can all just have maybe a designated stall or multiple stalls or whatever to put the horses in. Let's see. So this, maybe we'll... Okay, this can go here. And I think that looks good like that. This looks fine. But I want to bring it around this way. And we'll have the path come up like this. And maybe like this. There we go. That looks alright. This looks extra wide. I don't like that. So maybe what I can do is I can bring this in like this, and now that'll turn into grass. Yeah, so this comes down, that kind of angles a little bit. I actually will need grass to go there so that I can turn that back into a path block. That won't take long. And then maybe turn that into a path block and bring this back a little bit farther. Like this. So that would end up being too wide. I'm not sure about that. Leave some feedback in the comments if you have any ideas of how I can make this look a little bit more organic. I want to make sure I'm leaving at least 3 blocks for path and then 1 on either side around the perimeter. So like I want to have a path going back this way that will have a little bit of space. Actually, this could go... I might do some kind of exterior on the build, so I'm not sure where exactly. I think I can go like this and have this be 3 wide right here. Oh, got to get rid of the grass. Bring this back, and then I'm going to actually get rid of this because all the horses will be inside the stables. But I have gotten distracted here. Let's go on with the build, and let's at least get the first level of the build done for this episode. I might actually end up cutting and doing some of this off camera because I've got to figure out exactly what I want to do. Let's see. I do have some stone bricks. We'll go ahead and we'll get some stone bricks going here. How about... Yeah, that should be plenty. 30. So what we'll do is we will go across here. And this will be the entrance to each of the stalls. I might change that. I might actually make it either oak or spruce for the slabs. But what you're going to want to do is leave... Let's see here. So you want a too high space so that you can get through. And then you want top... I'll go ahead and just make a bunch. So let me grab my horse real quick. I will just temporarily block across here. I might actually end up liking that. We'll see. Let me go grab my horse. Let's see. Whoop. This is... No, that's not my horse. Where's my horse? There's my horse. Here we go. Bring this over here. And so what we want is... I think this is the right place. Yes. I believe this is the right place. So you have slab across. You can actually just walk up and through. But the horse sees a one wide gap here. So the horse will not walk out. I think that's how that works. So I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm going to cut again. I actually prefer not to do a lot of cuts, but I think I'm going to cut again and see if I could come up with a rough idea of how I want this build to look. And then I'll be back in a little bit. See you in a second. All right, and we're back again. As you can see, I've placed some cobbled walls in between the different stalls where the horses are going to go. And I think for now, unfortunately, because I'm running out of time to record for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just fill in these walls around the sides here so that I can move these other horses over and get rid of this spot right here. These golems, unfortunately, are getting in the way, and it's really kind of annoying. But yeah, so I'm gonna move these over real quick. Let's see. Just put them wherever, anywhere I can, just to get them out of this area over here. So we'll go ahead and grab this guy, and we'll there we go. Let's see, can I get the horse into the stall from this side? No, I cannot. Okay. So right now, I'm going to just go ahead and leave this like this for a little bit because I'm not sure what I want to do with the design for the exterior of the build yet. So I figure right now, at least it is usable. It may not look the greatest, but like I said, I have to figure out exactly what I want to do with the exterior. I welcome suggestions as well in the comments. If you could leave a suggestion or tweet at me, what should I do for the exterior wall here? It's a 3x3 area. I want to maybe have it extend out a little bit. I'm thinking maybe stairs or fences or something, just to give it some dimension, because right now it's a little bit flat as far as the build style is. Oh yeah, I need a saddle for that guy. I also want to have a place where I can have saddles readily available for people. We've got this chest full of saddles that people have gotten from fishing, so it's not like we're short on saddles or anything like that. So I just need to find a good place. Wow, that one can jump pretty high. I need to find a good place to put a chest. Maybe what I can do is I can put a couple chests next to each stall or something like that. And I've got to come up with a design for the floor of each stall as well. I'm thinking I'll probably use hay bales, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Actually, now that those horses are out of the way, I can go ahead and I can take this down. Excellent. And then I can use the walls from this to fill in the rest of those stalls. And I can take down the temporary spruce for the stall that has my horse in it. So, yay! We've got a little more progress here. Yes. Okay, we will have enough. And like that. Okay, so we've got a temporary setup here for each stall. But what I want to do is I want to have an actual exterior on this build. And I think next episode, maybe not next episode. I might do something else next episode. But I'd like to actually put a second floor on this. Just to make it look more like an actual horse barn. Maybe I can have a ladder or some kind of staircase up to the second floor with hay bales laying around and stuff to give it some decoration. But for now, at least it's functional. It holds 10 horses, which is not bad at all. Now I could actually squeeze this down a little bit. I could make each of these stalls 2 blocks wide instead of 3, and get an extra couple horses into the build. But I can actually build this back farther if I want, and I could also do like I've seen. I believe some stables have an L shape to them. So if I really wanted to, I could take out these 2 stalls and build an extension going that way. And I might end up doing that. Actually, no, it would have to be these 2. Build an extension going that way so that more horses can be added. But right now, I think this is good enough, especially for this episode, because it's starting to run a little bit long, and I'm running out of time to build. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to finish putting in this path right here, just extending the. I'm out of shovels. Okay. Well, I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. Obviously, tools are a problem at the moment. I don't have quite enough resources for everything I want to do. I also want to make myself some banners, which if I can gather the resources by next episode, I'll try to make my banner next episode, because I want to start using banners to designate what I've built. And also then if there's a little bit of space right here, I know it'll cut off part of the banner, but it leaves a spot where people can claim a stall for their horses, and the banner will fit fine. It'll just hang down and cut off maybe the bottom edge of it. But as I was saying, that's going to have to be the end of the episode. I'm out of time to record for today, but I know we didn't get a huge amount done, but at least now there is a place for everybody to store their horses when they're at spawn. So, as always, this has been Kondrik. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, and have a great day.